Well, it's a bit of a blustery day today, but good day for doing a bit of work in the garden. That always warms you up. So I've managed to fill up half the raised beds with compost from my own compost heap, and then I've bought some stuff from the garden centre. Now this is cheap stuff. I don't like buying it because it's in plastic, but I didn't have enough of my own compost to fill the beds up. So I've spent €20 altogether on all these bags. Oh, that's not too bad. Bloom's coming up now, so that tells me even though it's cold and blustery today, it's time for doing some planting in the greenhouse. Tried a few fancy formations with the raised beds, but in the end I've decided to do it like this because they're easily to reach. This was a dead area. Maybe cucumbers here to climb up this tree, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it was nice to do the beds in a geometric pattern, but not practical. So we've just put them like this, 3 here and 3 down there. So I've managed to fill these beds up with compost from my own compost. The only problem is it's sometimes got eggshells in it, but I can't imagine that being too bad. But it's nice compost, it's not too bad at all. Quite proud of it. As you see, this one's got a lot of eggshells in there. And what I'll do is top this up with a couple of bags from the garden centre too. These are the compost bins. What I did was, just lift these up like that, lift that one up, and just shoveled all the compost out from the bottom, and it was full up to here, and now it's sunk down so it can carry on rotting away for the next load. Although it did take a few years for that to rot down, but I managed to get 5 wheelbarrows of compost out of it, and that one too. That one's more the food one, and that needs to rot down a bit, so that's like stage 1, stage 2. You see everywhere you look there's buds coming out now, slowly but surely. Forsythia coming out, magnolia starting. Yep, everything's coming along now in the garden, even though today's a bit cold. So let's go in the greenhouse now, a bit more pleasant in there, not as cold and windy. See what's happening in the greenhouse. So it's a pleasant 16 degrees here in the greenhouse. If you look down there, I've already planted some spinach and it's coming up. I planted it last week. Spinach plants coming up there. And I'd say in about 3 weeks, 1 month, this whole little area will be full of nice fresh spring spinach. So we're planting some stuff now. It's probably okay to plant stuff in the greenhouse now, and we've got some soil here, some pots. Here I've planted courgettes in these ones already, all ready to go. And this year I'm trying to do without buying any seeds, and these are those long paprikas, the long thin ones, and they're biological ones, and I've took some seeds out. I'm just going to try and grow from seeds this year, from vegetables that I've bought in the supermarket, instead of buying seeds in the shop, and just see how it works. So just get some soil in there. I'm just going to put in 1 seed per pot. I think outside it's about 7 or 8 degrees, which is just about the temperature that grass starts growing. And here in the greenhouse it's 16, so there's quite a difference really. It's quite pleasant in here, even though I've still got my peasant hood on. So I'm just going to put 1 seed in each one. 2. Put 2 in each one. Now I'm not quite sure if seeds will grow from the supermarket like this. We'll just have to see. I'll probably get a couple more frosts now before spring properly starts, but it'll be okay in the greenhouse, I think. See, I've already filled the water butt up this year because I don't think it's going to get frosty enough now to freeze up in there. I always do this every year, put the spinach in there, and then that's usually finished by beginning of May, the spinach all eaten, and then we can put something else in there, tomatoes or whatever we want. But usually my first crop spinach, and when that's pulled out then I put a load of this biological, I think horn pellets or something there. Chuck that on there for the next crop. What I'll probably do is fix a thing up at the back of here for cucumbers to go up, so I can just screw on some kind of a rack at the back for the cucumber to grow up. Yeah, see how it goes this year with the raised beds. As I said, I've had lots of lumber to use up, and it's something new to do. So that's it for today. Have a great day, and hope your gardening world is coming on okay too.